whatever it is that you might be dealing with. Maybe you're hurt. Maybe you have a mind that's filled with anxiety. You just have no peace. Fear has paralyzed your thoughts. Maybe you're dealing with a sickness, a disease. Maybe you've been abused and you haven't told nobody about it. You just hold it in. Every day you're dealing with this burden, this heaviness, this weight, and it's oppressing you to the point where you can't sleep because this thing is just weighing on your mind. You just can't seem to break it. You can't seem to get free. Well, you know what? The only one that can make you free is God, the true and the living God, Jesus Christ, the only one that can bring restoration in your life, the only one that can give you peace. And if you could just surrender to him by humbling yourself before him and say, God, I need you. My life is a wreck. Lord, I need you. If you could just cry out to God and have faith to believe that he is the true and the living God, that he shed his blood and died for you, and he rose again triumphantly from the dead, and now wants to live in you, now wants to take up residency in you. Now he wants to be your God, your Father, your Redeemer, the Bishop of your soul. Jesus is standing at the door knocking and wants to come into your life and make you whole. In the book of Mark, chapter 3, the first 6 verses, Jesus went into the synagogue, and there was a man there that was sitting, and he took notice of this man. He noticed that this man had a withered hand. His hand was dried up. It wasn't functioning like the other hand. And Jesus paid attention. You know what Jesus said to this man? He told him to stand up. And then he told him to stretch out his withered hand. So the man had some faith. He believed because he did exactly what Jesus said. He stretched out his hand and God touched him. God brought healing and restoration within this man's life. This man's life was never the same. His hand was restored just like the other one. God performed a miracle because this man stretched out his hand, his life over to God, and God made him whole. And God wants to do the same thing for you, but you have to stretch out and surrender everything over to him and let him be a father to you. Let him be a God and a comfort. Let him be your peace. Let him be your joy. Let him be your salvation. But you have to stretch out your life over to him. Surrender everything over to God and let God make you whole.